So is it time for the Rinko boss fight? I'm actually really disoriented during these segments about where I am in the story. Oh, I didn't give the key to the thingy. Still though, what if the ritual happened again, but in each subsequent playthrough another limb got replaced by a fox part? Sorry, it's just wishful thinking, I guess.
Partner. I guess this is the last time I get to call you that. I worked my butt off on that kanji test so I could get this. Remember?
I forgot about this part, when you think you're about to get in, but actually go on a big detour to fight the titty monster, right?
That's weird. Where did it go? Not a big deal. That's just what it means to forget. You really struggled to keep your first plant alive.
Return what is lost. Return what is lost. Is something where? Oh, it's a little stand, not a thing.
I had a truckload of these notebooks. I filled up my entire closet.
I don't think he's doing so hot. Yeah, he's currently choking to death. Carry not any memory of what has come to pass beyond this point. Lay all bare upon the pedestal first. The door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts. Not a lot of enshrining left to do. Okay.
Partner, I need to know what your final decision is.
Medicine cabinet from Shu's place. There's something a little insidious, which is that there was the bit earlier about, like, love spells and so on. And there's the fact that he actually gives us something. Ah! You prick. We take something that he gave us. Well, that healing item's not worth it. Oh, you prick. Okay, I guess we'll fight. Was it worth it? Oh, I apparently flipped it successfully, but got animation canceled out of it, but still had actually already succeeded at doing it. One of them came down here. A drawing of young Shimizu Hinako. Even if it was drawn by an elementary school student, it's still too bad. It's definitely drawn on purpose. There are all kinds of curses written on it, like stupid and disgusting, etc. It's definitely drawn on purpose? Yeah, drawings are on purpose. They're saying, even if it's an elementary school, the student, this is really bad? I'm like, what's wrong with the drawing? It seems alright. I mean, I can do better, but most of you guys can't. I know because every time I draw anything, you're like, oh, I can't do anything like this. I'm so helpless. I'm a little baby. Drawing's impossible. I'm like, just draw, you fucking coward. Just make art. Just do it. Get a creative hobby right now. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Best time to get a creative hobby was yesterday. Next best time is right now. Just start making things, and then you'll get better at it the whole time. And then you'll have a thing that you like to do that you're proud of yourself for doing. Instead of not that. Just do it. I'm not very good at drawing, but I keep getting better. Faster than you, because you're not drawing. Right? Start drawing. Just do it. I wish Soul Siphon healed me. Siphon, said that a little weird. How's my inventory always full? It's obviously partly because there's just really nothing that can hurt me. At this point I'm using first aid kits somewhat wastefully just because I don't want them to fill my entire inventory anymore, because every individual first aid kit's a whole slot. And I'm like, alright, calm down. Like, how much of my inventory right now is just kudzu and first aid kits because they all take up an individual slot instead of other things. Does the game... I hope the game warns you if you make the mistake of taking a red pill. Because if you took one, like, absent-mindedly and didn't notice that you did that, that'd be really frustrating to get to the end of the playthrough and have no clue that you just fucked up. It'd be cool. So hopefully she says something in the moment. Even if it's not like obviously like, oh, you failed the playthrough, but like she could say something along the lines of like, I haven't taken one of these for a while. I don't know, just say something. Evil titty gas monster with a birthing canal that looks a lot like an uncut penis. Okay. Just me? I don't think it's just me. I got it. Ow. Ow. She's fucking aggro. Alright. Ow. Barely even stunned you. Oh, I didn't do the counterattack. I must have done it wrong. I have not successfully triggered the counterattack yet. So I've only actually found one of his 3 possessions, which is the real goal. Not just to loop around and fight this boss. The ray gun. It's been used so many times that the paint is peeling off everywhere. It seems to have been bought for him at the festival. It's written in ballpoint pen. Hide it. Hineko's going to steal it. Hinako, were you known for stealing toys? Okay, so I found one possession in this room. There's probably one upstairs, since this goes up there. Then I'll get back via blue switch. Ah! There was a weird lack of sound effects for that thing hatching. That was weird. Brainiac Hero Comic. The inside page is full of drawings. Hinako were drawn at the bad guys and the protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stubbornly add a lot of scattered blood and guts. See, there's not much negativity from him. Even these little bits there, like, almost come across as just sort of like a minor bit of like competitiveness or rivalry that might have come between them in a momentary sort of way. Whereas the notes from the other characters are so cruel.
You really feel, partner. I can handle it. Don't hold anything back.
You doing okay, bud?
You came back, partner. I wanted. It's alright. Whatever the outcome, I'll respect my partner's choice.
Must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes. No. It had to be done. As soon as I could. I'm so very sorry for what you just saw.
You need not apologize. I should be begging your pardon for forcing this pain upon you. Onward.
Okay, so this time her surroundings were dissolving. It's like it keeps changing back and forth. I forgot how surreal it is, how she just like doesn't even hesitate. She just immediately kills him and walks away without even looking.
Shoo. Ringo?
It's like, I don't think this version of her is lying about caring about them and wanting them to survive and looking out for them. She specifically leads the charge on saving Rinko, when Rinko doesn't seem to care about her, and Shu doesn't even seem to care about Rinko. So it's like she's the only one looking out for Rinko, and Rinko doesn't want her around.
How come? Shu. The plan's to meet up. At your place, right? There's just too many.
Well. Pretty stranded now. Where'd they send us? Just down this road. Is this part going to be the chase segment? I don't really remember what happens in this part exactly. Let's see. I think we get chased around part of that, or maybe right after this part. Kind of wondered if they were skipping it or not.
Is that thing still chasing me? Well, maybe they had to get away from that thing.
This poor girl's even now trying to rationalize why her friends abandoned her.
Maybe they had no choice but to go on without me. That has to be it.
No, they super abandoned you. You guys are right next to each other, location-wise. There's no reason they wouldn't take you with them. Or wake you up if something happened. Because if they abandon you, then you're probably just gonna get killed. Oh my god, I have 3 of these now. Diary of Revenge. And then, in the Edo period, Ebisugaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. The next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ebisugaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ebisugaoka has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic, divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber, hearing the town's plight. A family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history. It's been mutilated time and time again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. God, do I have 3 Emma now? Being added to the end of the Sakuko stuff. The believer's world and the god's realm are not impervious to change. No matter how revered a god may be, their believers can choose to worship another god, or the religion could prove impossible to preserve in its original form. The Tsukumogami faith, where one would worship old things, shifted over to Inari faith once the object of worship changed to the moss-covered Inari statues. I'm sure that the mix of Inari faith and Tsukumogami faith is only one of many cases, and once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Yay, Tanukis! The Forgotten Shrine. Sakuko's dream is to restore this shrine to its former glory. But would such a thing even be possible? I can't really imagine the town's elderly residents climbing all the way up here. People used to worship the 1,000-year cedar. Now they pray to the Inari statues. I'm starting to think that rather than some revered god, maybe we humans hold more power because we choose which god to worship. Do I have fucking 3 of these now, though? Like... Are they even... I don't know where they're listed. I think I might be able to... I might only be able to see them in the shrine menu. There was such a drought of them, and now I have 3, I think. I need to find the faith to actually be able to get the upgrades with them. At this point, I'm kind of like, fuck it, just sell all of them. Kudzu is decent because it heals both your meters continuously for a while. But like, what do I how do I get the faith? I have 2, okay. I guess I'm thinking that I got 3 recently, but obviously I spent one of them to get the big upgrade I got. Oh, yeah, no, I got the Omamori upgrade, but then I also got the Sanity upgrade. I've gotten a couple of them. Alright, so now we're transitioning between major zones again, so based on the rhythm of the game, this should be when we get another one of the clues for the sword. That's been consistently how this works. Like, there was one in the lead up to the school, and now there should be one after the school. So we need to find a donatable object, and we need to find the actual statue. And last time there wasn't even like a puzzle to solve in advance to get the object. Instead, it was revealed to us after we found the shrine. Just gonna err on the side of being thorough. Uh-oh. Trying to remember, because I think we never see the others again after this part of the story. It's like we kill them all in the... We kill them all in Inari's place. In his castle. And then back out here in the world, I think we also never see them again. So it's almost as if we did actually kill them in the other world, even though I can't tell what that other world means because the other us seems to be a different character. And I don't think it's a different character in the "you're not you when you're hungry, eat a Snickers" kind of way. It feels like it's actually a different person, especially since they're clearly turning into a fox monster, and a fox monster dressed as in wedding apparel kills us, who still seems to also themselves be separate from our sister. But her sister has also had her face replaced with one of these masks. But she has a peculiarly different one from everyone else. Just lays there and then disappears right afterwards. Uh-huh. Of course. Let's see. I'm trying to be thorough, but this place is a little hard to read. I guess this is like the intro section, right? Yeah, like this is leading up to the river area that has a bunch of bridges and stuff. And I think that might be before the chase, actually. The chase might be after that bit.
Go away.
Yeah, I'm not getting near that enemy. You missed me. That's embarrassing. Your entire butt is out. The fact that you're mostly covered in the rot really makes the butt sticking out stand out a little more. There's nothing around here. Ooh, a comb. Please push it before he spits on me. Considering that that guy's entire shtick is interrupting you, it's kind of amazing I got through that actually. Nothing there. This should be the beginning of the whole lake zone at this point.
How could you leave your partner like this, Shu?
If the other us, if they did genuinely run from the other us, then it is like they're running from like the version of us that is a danger to them. But I don't know if I should be reading the idea that she has like the sober her and the drug her and so on. I have a lot of like conflicting readings that I could try to apply. But they feel like fully contradictory of each other. I really can't get a hold of it. Another toolkit. When's the last time I had to repair a weapon? I think I have like 5 of these now. We want to hold on to the kudzu if we can. They sell for like 100 each. Admittedly, I guess I am just kind of getting progress for the sake of getting progress. Because, like, ultimately, if the game's already this easy, then why do we really care about making these kinds of progress? I think a Higashi sells for more than a Ramune. Don't scream, please. It's annoying. Nothing here. Is that a thing? Nope, just tools. Non-interactive tools. I might be making progress for the sake of it, but I'm going to go ahead and avoid running all the way back to the beginning to cash in the stuff like I did last time. Because, yeah, this area is pretty big and gives you a lot of items, so I remember last time I ran all the way back to the shrine just to try to sell things. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. But they do. Kind of a crazy big non-linear zone, yeah. A Memori Horus. Greatly decreases the amount of stamina consumed when sprinting in fights. I should be able to go under that bridge back there. And that goes somewhere. Can I go there from here? Shit, do I need to backtrack all the way to when that happened? I think I remember there was a path. There's a path that triggers the chase, and then right next to that was another doorway that I think I never got to try because the chase started. So I've wanted to try that for like a while now. Happy to find another antique comb at least. The question is, which one was it? I saw it there for a second there. I saw the chain link fence. And I'm like, okay, somewhere around here. There's like, I think there was like 2 paths, and one of them triggers the chase, and one of them is the thing I never got to explore. But that's a really specific thing to try to remember all this time later. Oh, there are so many of you guys. Haha.
Make it out.
Is it the gate? The dread gazebo. Sure, whatever. Replace the bandages. It's not even worth that much, but you can in fact sell it, I think. A toolkit? That's a map. That might be everything? Okay, so I think that maybe I have been everywhere now. Alright, so that's the way forward, right? And if I open that, the chase should start again. But this goes somewhere else. Maybe optional? I think this is the place where you just see tons of bodies everywhere, yeah. I remember this creepy little spot. We go through these areas pretty quickly now that I'm not really that cautious anymore. Chocolate. Chocolate! Chocolate! I feel so wasteful. I'm deleting 3 fucking repair kits, but I'm just like, I'm never gonna use all these. Obviously. So what else? Was that open before? Last playthrough? $890. 1700. More sanity. It's still not maxed out? Oh my goodness, you can go really high with these. Okay. Huh. I guess so. Crowbar can replace this somewhat damaged one, I guess. Is it back passage? Oh, metal gate key. My sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely. So lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More... But even when I do, they all go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy? Why'd you leave me alone? I'm lonely. So lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. That took a twist at the end. Mommy? Mommy, why'd you leave me? I need to gather more women. A Memori goat. Take less damage when facing multiple enemies. Scales with the number of enemies. Huh. The more enemies you face, the more resistant to damage you get. An interesting setup to have for dealing with crowd control. Ow! Okay, this guy's gonna be hard to get away from. Well, I wasted that. Ah. And then he's dead. You aren't even that tough. I desperately need to sell these things immediately so they don't clog up my shit. More inventory spaces, please. So I have this save. I should make my next save a new save. I think I'm gonna trigger the chase next, and that's a little scary because it cuts me off from this half of the level. And if I finish this level and have not found a sword quest, I'm gonna be a bit worried.
No.
Oh, wow. Shit, that's bad, potentially. They caught me off guard. This is when the chase happens? So the chase happens the moment I have the key to that door. They fake you out. That is clever, because you expect to be able to go to the... You expect, oh, now I will just casually return back to that location and use the key to open that spot. And the game's like, ha 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 ha. Joke's on you. We've confirmed that you know how to get there. Now run there while being chased. Oops, don't want those. But that does mean that I already dropped... I'd already dropped past a point of no return on the way here, which is a bit worrying. So that save is after the point of no return, so I cannot... Oops. The wrong way? Oh, this looks like where the gate is, but the gate's actually somewhere else.
Is it gone? I need a break.
Me too, buddy. Higashi. Arare. Another first aid kit. Wait! We're still not done? I don't have time for this, bro. Wait, do I have to fight you? The fake out is wild. The chase just picks up again. Weirdly, we're like resistant to stuff like that. Like I can't get stunned. It'd be really annoying if you could be, but it makes them confusing in the set piece that they don't do anything. Oh, we made it through the gate, right? Where the charms are.
Is it finally over?
Might as well just save over the previous one because either way I can't go back. So hopefully it's around here. And the shoe house, that's the path to shoe house. Let's go this way first.
Is this Sakuko's old shrine? I heard it used to do very well, but that people stopped visiting it after the fire.
Oh, there it is. Go figure. A photo attached to a research journal appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ebisugaoka. There's like a wooden gate, and then to the right of it, there's some stones. Regarding the legend of the sacred sword, the defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. It was thought that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered would be pleased. Clearly a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village to defeated soldiers. This is where I always thought you'd be fixing the sword, but I don't have the sword still. Actually, is this it? I feel like the shrine that I saw that actually had the station for that was after this bit. It was during the when you're returning to the town, I think. I think it was after this bit, and it was like up here somewhere. You like go up this left side and get on the other side of that broken down truck, and like somewhere around here there's yet another shrine. I think that's the one that gave me the vibe of being where you would restore the sword. So maybe it still will be. What I figure either way is that once I get the sword, I want to make a separate save so that I can beat the game with a purified sword and unpurified sword without redoing a bunch of the rest of the game up till now. Yeah, there's the tree that was split by lightning.
This is the divine tree. It's in Ballard. Someone put a shawl on it.
He's reacting to a Jizo statue? But I can't go up there. Is it one of those? You referred to it in the singular sense, but there's 5 up there, right? And for that matter, only 3 of the 5 have shawls on them? If that's what that is. Kinda looks like a bib from here. Or a napkin for dinner. Her talking in singular terms throws me off a bit. The defeated soldiers were needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue called kishu. It was taught that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered to be pleased. Clearly a tradition of both born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers. I think that might be verbatim. That might have been verbatim what I just read, actually. I might have to just save and hope for the best. Just hope that I can find a clue. Like find a thing to turn in without crossing some point of no return. The linearity makes these quests stressful in a way where you're just like, please, I'm just trying to find the thing. A big old gate. That's a gate. Oh. The character for high, fire, can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I found a damaged Ojijo-san in the mountains. Fire. I wonder what will happen if I offer something that relates to that character. I think there was something in the secret hideout Shu and I used. There's like a shack? I can't go this way. On the map there's nothing here, but in the world there's clearly a path. Although it has like a log in the way and then another path, another gate down there. So do I not go back to the other Jizu statues to actually go to that one? She reacted to it out loud, making me think I was supposed to do something there. It even felt like buggy, like it talked over the other line. Almost like the other line was the one that happens during New Game, and the one that she said was in response to us being in a quest. That's the house. That's a path that crosses us off from going over there. Oh yeah, you can go behind the house. I remember this part. Probably back here then. Because surely if I go in there, I'm gonna progress the story.
Partner, it's me.
Well, was he there? Let's not touch the main house. I believe I'm gonna see my sister. And then it's gonna send me to the other place that's currently crossed out.
Thanks for everything. I'll do this without you. I'll be fine. On my own.
That's the gift he gave her at the beginning of this game. Letter to my partner. Hey there, partner. We've made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought that we'd have to part ways too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? It's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go, and no matter what we do, We'll always be part of the Space Army. We'll always be partners, got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Shoo. Huh. At first thought it was a confession. That's a brutal bit in the middle. From now on, you can't ask anything for me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. It's like, Jesus. The rest of, if you remove that line, it's almost encouraging, because it sounds like it might be a letter that he sent her when she was leaving for the marriage that might have happened. I really wish I could say anything in definitive terms about the entire story of this game. At some point, it's a little exhausting how everything is so undetermined. But that little part, he sounds very scorned, like offended that we're not going to help him. The key to Shu's house looks like it's been left here, stained with dirt from Shu's long days of growing herbs.
I guess I'll wait for the two of them inside the house.
That's the note said fuck off. Cracked hibachi brazier. This brazier was filled with charcoal to help stay warm until the large crack put an end to that. That's a fire thing. Hopefully I need to actually use the door and it didn't just like point a no return me by doing that cutscene. I don't remember that letter from before. Like, is that new? I feel like the letter itself is new. At the very least, she sounds very delusional right now. Since she's talking in terms of like, maybe I'll wait for them inside here. It's like, you just read a letter from him that said fuck off. Okay, it looks like I can go back. So I can still get to the shrine. Not sure how you get the sword, though. Maybe it'll just be at the last shrine?
That stuff from before. Where did it go?
That stuff from before? Oh, this is the bottom of that path that's... That part of the map seemed to indicate was not there. Wait, where am I? Oh, because we found it after the shrine, so I was going up there at the time, right? Hmm. Okay, so it's right here. I completely turned around. And then there's the chime of bells. So we've got that part down. And there's presumably just one more at some point, somewhere. What I don't get is whether these 5 steps are the process of purifying the sword, or if it's how you get the sword. Because one of those things I want to do. Like, I want to get the sword, then make a save, then figure out how to purify it, and then make a separate save so that I can differentiate between the two of them. But I can't quite tell what... I mean, I guess it says... Yeah, it says the sacred sword, so this must just be the 5 steps taken to get there. Hmm.